Here after the press conference, and what was going on in this press conference, it was citizens who had filed a complaint, an affidavit alleging some allegations regarding a politician here in the city of Savannah, from the east side of the city of Savannah. What then happens is that now you have 3 units that are called up here, and we're short 116 officers in the city of Savannah. Resources not being used to come over here because you have reporters from WSAV, WTOC, also Savannah Morning News are here because again the allegations have been made that a politician here should not be holding the seat or should not be running for office, which is the rights of all citizens to do that. It is your right. Politicians are not supposed to run you. They're supposed to listen to you as the citizens. You are the government. It is their duty to serve. That's what they're supposed to do. Health, safety, general welfare, that's what's supposed to be going on. But instead, they wanted to ask the politician the question. Merely wanted to ask the question. Ask the question with regards to their residency. Again, allegations have been filed with the clerk of council, the clerk of city council. What then happened? The people say, we're going to have a press conference today and now provide some of the evidence regarding that. They also plan on contacting the Board of Elections, the Secretary of State's office. In addition, they are going to contact the DA's office because, again, they're saying the person reside in a residence that's not in the district. So they should not be representing the district. So citizens have a right to do that, have a right to question it. But then now you're going to call the police? Again, no one has threatened the person at all. There's been no threats, no physical intimidation, no mental intimidation, no emotional intimidation. And so here go officers being called on citizens right here who merely asked the question. No impeding the way to get into the residence, and the politician came up here and went into the house. So here go the reporters. They then went to the residence to not ask a question of the politician. The politician refused to come out. Here in the 2nd District, here in the city of Savannah. Refused to come out. So now the police. This is insane. And so guess what? Some of us tend to think that we are supposed to serve the politicians. No, that's not what's supposed to happen. They're supposed to serve you. And then some people then went furthermore and tried to allude that now it's going to be some bad karma that's going to come on the people who decide to speak up and put information out there. So you're going to tell me as a citizen, that if I'm going to speak about injustice that happens here, that's done by a politician, that I'm supposed to be fearful? I'm supposed to be scared that I'm in the wrong? No, they're in the wrong. That's why you have these watchdog groups that go and do stuff like that. So merely the citizens have been deprived. And as Dr. Ivan Van Sertima says, it is pretty peculiar when you have situations like this. So again, all has been about people merely wanting to question what has been going on and saying, hey, that the clerk of council needs to investigate this because guess what? When stuff was done with Chatham County, when people allude that somebody was not qualified to run, guess what? We see the media blasting that. It's all over the place. That again, this is Savannah, Georgia. Oh, it's public information. Dietrich Leggett here in the City Council, 2nd District, that again, they filed it. I don't have the paperwork. I just saw one of the captions, but they have documentation. They said that he doesn't reside here in the 2nd District. Mr. Leggett has informed the media that it's a rumor. So it's a press conference. So people are merely saying, hey, let us now go and find out about it. Let there be an investigation. See, because y'all have no problem having an investigation with regard to someone when it's involving, let's say, y'all say violating ethics. But is that not a violation of ethics if the person does not live in the district? Is that not a problem? But see, that's what I tell people. So for me, again, I say, this is not personal for me. This is about democracy. This is about absolute democracy. It's about us having our representatives held accountable when they don't do the things right. Because guess what? They do that to private business owners here. They do it to you as citizens. And here for us, the police are called. No one's threatening anyone. Nobody's impeding anyone from leaving out their house. It was the reporters who wanted to know the questions. The only thing a group of citizens did was just say, hey, this is what's going on. We provide you the information. You can look at the information, and that we expecting that, again, the city council of Savannah, the clerk of council, is going to conduct an investigation on the allegation that the person does not reside in the 2nd district, but represents the 2nd district. See, because again, we make a mockery of somebody else. They do something like that. When somebody runs for office, they say, oh, they don't live in the district. Because we have done that historically here in the city of Savannah. So now all of a sudden, we're trying to change. We're trying to change. Wait a minute. See the hypocrisy? That again, power concedes without a demand. And guess what? We're demanding that the people who have the power to not make the demands and say that we need to have full disclosure about this right here. Yes, it is insane. So again, as I shared, here go people, citizens doing this. And so in Savannah, you all need to make sure you better remember in November. You better remember in November. If not, you're going to see things increasingly get worse for a group of people who've been the majority of people in this city right now. People not concerned with you. And that again. And so I'll throw it out there. And then you have politicians that will actually then also go, and they would do this. They would go and then call in the powers of the city on citizens. Yeah, politicians calling in the powers of the city, because it's Open Records Act. You can get the information. Calling in, using the city powers on business people, African-American business owners here in the city in their own district. That is shameful. That is disgusting. That they will call in because they see you as a threat or a problem. They will then use the force of the city against citizens right here in their own, or the district they're supposed to represent. You don't do stuff like that. You know people do stuff like that. People who have issues regarding self-hatred. See, some of y'all think because somebody has a title or position, they don't have issues with self-hatred. Yes, it is. Y'all talk about Clarence Thomas all the time. And so this is what we're dealing with right now in Savannah. That again, this is open and this is notorious. That again, pretty peculiar that the police is called on citizens. And you got other people creeping by, not this person here, but other people creep out. They want to look and see. And then they say they're trying to get information. They're not here to get information. It's about trying to still maintain the propaganda and the lies. When the only thing we were saying, like, yo, let the truth come out. That's all I want to see, just the truth. Because I can't go and answer a specific question. This is shameful right here. See, again, no one has harassed anyone, but we got officers right here. And we say in the city of Savannah, we are down 116 officers. I had someone tell me that they had called officers to come to a place, and it took them an hour to come there. Because again, they say, because we're short-staffed. Even emergency personnel, they're short-staffed. So guess what? But they're right here right now on 38th Street here, east side in the city of Savannah. Officers. And again, all what transpired was that people merely want to ask a question, and now the reporters have now gone. But again, there's no threat. There's no concern. And citizens, you have the right to ask questions of your elected officials. And if they want to get petty with you, they want to argue with you, that's on them. And you need to question that. And see, some of y'all like to get hypocritical. Y'all talk about 3-hour older women, but y'all want to talk about the other ones. Again, people like talking misogynistic stuff like that. That's misogynistic. And guess what? Women can be misogynistic also when they go against other women, because they know if it was them personally, they would stand up against it. So now, this situation right here is an example of what we've been talking about. That nobody wants the truth to come out. They don't want the truth. They're afraid of the truth. If you are doing right, you don't have any fear. You have no fear. If you're doing right, you have no fear. You have no fear if you are doing right. You don't fear, but if you're not doing right, or you slipping, other stuff like that, then you don't want that to come out. So, but even then, if you're still honest with some people about it, guess what? They can rectify it. Nobody wants it to be rectified when they're on the other side, when they're not doing right. That's what I'm saying. But see, those of us, because again, so I'm let y'all know. So because one of the supporters came and said, yeah, they're not going to like the karma. They don't like what other people putting out there like that. I'm like, fool, but you should be saying to yourself, like, yo, you're my friend, but you did wrong. See, that's what happens. We don't address our friends, our family members, our frat brothers, our sorority sisters, our neighbors, our church members when they're doing wrong. We don't address them at all about any of this. You don't address them about it when they're doing wrong. You gotta uplift them with regards to that, and then guess what? They aid in the oppression of people who look just like you. It is insane. Or they look like the people who reside in this city. If you are Caucasian, Native American, Latino, Asian, you should be disgusted about this right now. That again, we say weaponize that again. You now go use the police and that. Now I have to go on. Let me go and back up on some of this right now for you all. Let me back up on this right here. Everybody that's standing out here all know one another. This is not like these are some strangers right here. These are not strangers. Everybody have known each other for decades in some cases. At least a decade in some cases. At least 5 years, at least 6 years. They have known one another, so there's no threat. And ain't nobody out here a threat, a physical threat, emotional threat, a mental threat to anybody. But then guess what? You can make sure that, because we're African American, you can make sure black folks who look like me will have no problem also using the police against me. That is self-hatred. When you love yourself, you don't do stuff like that. And so that's why I put it out there all the time. And see, some of y'all think I be tripping. And I'm saying again, some of y'all, you're getting your crumbs from the table off of that, and the community is going, falling apart. Here go elected officials who will go and call in the forces of the government on other black people. See, y'all like talk about Caucasians doing stuff like that. You got people like you doing that in their own district. It is shameful when y'all talk about dignity and decorum. This is your dignity right here. This is the dignity that y'all talk about. This is the dignity that y'all talk about. This is the dignity. This is the dignity that y'all talk about, the decorum that y'all talk about. So I'm saying to some of you, I'm not calling your names out, but share this right here. Please share this live. Let other people know about it. Because I want to say, in this part right here, I should have said it in the beginning. I want you all to understand this is your dignity and your decorum. This is what your dignity and decorum will bring. They will call, the dignity and decorum will call the police on other black people. The dignity and decorum will also then call city staffers on black business owners here. So now you tell me that's your dignity and your decorum. So when I speak out and I talk loud, you say something's wrong with me. When I am mad and I am angered by the injustice, you say, oh, I'm supposed to accept the abuse. No, I am not supposed to accept the abuse. I'm supposed to stand up and speak out. It's you with your guilty conscience that can't handle it. So I'm saying again, you all better remember in November that we cannot continue with regards to this right here. If not, your children, your grandchildren will basically be in the throes of poverty and in anguish for decades. That your children would be asking the question, why didn't you all stand up? But then y'all gonna say, no, because we've looked out for this person that you got a building named after or a street named after. And then look at the condition of our people right now. Look at them dying right here. Look at the elders right here. Look at the mentally challenged right here, not having anything. Children on the street corners, elders not having a decent place to live, that the average person cannot live here. People gotta walk across that viaduct and can't even get transportation, can't even get daycare assistance in this city. But y'all act like it's okay. But that's your dignity and your decorum. Your dignity and decorum is causing your death. Dignity and decorum will bring you death. Understand that. And I'm saying again, too, some of those who are from Savannah State University, y'all go along with some of this, and y'all supposed to be at HBCU, standing up and looking out for the legacy. You don't even compare to Richard R. Wright. Richard R. Wright stood up for us. If y'all have forgotten the legacy because y'all been bought into the mythology of other people. See, that's what it is when you come to self-hatred. When you love yourself, you love the people who look like you. Then you can spread that love to everybody else. You don't go love the owner. If you are a pet, you love your owner more than yourself. But we are not pets. We are humans. We are humans right here. So we are not pets, but some of you function like pets. You love other people more than your people who look just like you. And again, it is shameful. It is disgusting. And so guess what? That's from dignity and decorum. That's right, Brother Rob. Ben Clark. But then here go your people, as I say, from these great high schools here, from these great universities here, and they're engaging in dignity and decorum, and the people are dying. Poverty running rampant here. So yes, and so guess what? So when the people finally decide to speak out and say something like, listen, we got a politician running for office who does not live in the neighborhood. But guess what? You all going to say, hey, we got to be silent about that. And that person has made decisions that have been detrimental to the interests of the masses of the people here. But y'all going to say, oh, it's okay for me to accept the abuse. God has told me that I am not supposed to accept things like that. I'm not supposed to deal with stuff like that. I'm supposed to speak out. And then what happened? Y'all going to say, oh, guess what? Whatever happened to Jamal, it happened because he was running his mouth. You are a fool if you think like that. And so then some of y'all say, no, we got to be quiet about it. We'll get something. You get something while people still dying right here in the city. So again, the police call, merely because citizens wanted to say, hey, listen, we have filed, and I'll repeat it for y'all, we have filed documentation that a person running for office does not live in the district. That's what they said. They said, we got documentation that shows that. And now the person says that, oh, that is a rumor. So if it's a rumor, then you have no problem standing up to the table and giving the truth with regards to that. But I'm going to tell y'all something. You better understand. These elections are not about things being pretty for you, pretty for other people, that other people will have heaven. And guess what? You live in hell, and you got to serve them. Yes. Your children don't even have the same opportunities. Your neighborhoods are not protected. But then you act like it's okay. It's fine. And so some citizens say, listen, we got to have elected officials who are responsible, who look out and who do the right thing. But instead, some of us, we say no, because that's my friend, my brother, my sister, my uncle, my aunt, my cousin, my church member, my schoolmate, my classmate, my fraternity brother, my sorority sister, my club sister, my club brother, that again, we are part of the same affiliation, that it's like it's okay. No, it isn't. Savannah, when will it be enough? When will it be enough, Savannah? Savannah, when will it be enough? When will it be enough, Savannah? When will it be enough? When will it be enough? Again, as I said, then after the press conference that we hold here, then what happens is that you have the police call. That's what I'm more insulted about. I'm insulted that you're going to even have the police call on us. That is insane. Oh, I guess maybe because they may have felt it was a threat. I don't let me put words in the person's mouth. That again, but the police, that again, Dr. Ivan Van Sertima thing, it is pretty peculiar that it happens. And so the district that we're in, the second district that is ran, that the person is Dietrich Leggett. So because again, it's public information that it was filed by two people. Affidavits filed with the clerk of council, Mark Massey. It was filed with Mr. Massey, and they said the person doesn't live there in the district. They was indicate that it's another resident of the person live. So now what's the problem with you not just going and addressing it? That's all it's about. Because like I said, when you have ethics complaint, y'all love for my politicians here, and y'all understand why. Because I said, when I love myself, I can love other people. I can love people who look like me. I have love for them. But that does not mean I'm supposed to accept whatever they do. In your own families. If you disagree with your mama and your daddy about some stuff, you still love them, but mom and daddy disagree with you. They still love you, but they ain't got to go along with things or something we don't cotton to. You know that? You know we don't cotton to that. So again, that's how we supposed to be. But yes, that again, and that certified city of ethics, that's right, Alderwoman Brunella Bryant Lanier, that's what we supposed to have in city, that you go and castigate other people and attack other people. And so now on this day right here, because folks merely asked a question, that again, and so, yes, because reporters came out and they went to ask questions. They want to know, so they're not coming outside. And so, again, people told us a rumor that there's no riot on 38th Street. There's no riot. But I guess because I'm black, the other people were black, and we had one Latino with us. I guess because we're all males, I guess that's why, people didn't have a natural threat. What probably happened, somebody on the street probably saw us on the street. Somebody on the street probably saw us. That's what happened. Somebody on the street saw us, and they then felt threatened by seeing these black men and Latino man right here. So, again, that's what happened. Somebody on the street. And so that's why I'm saying when is enough is enough. So what happened, Jamal, was that it was a press conference that was held here on 38th Street here in Savannah. And what happened, the press conference was about that some citizens here in Savannah filed affidavits that said that one of the politicians who represent the second district did not live in the district. That's what they said. They get submitted to the clerk of council. So the day was a press conference to not discuss that, hey, listen, to provide the evidence and put the information out there. So what then happens is that later on is that we have people, now law enforcement that comes out here. Law enforcement comes out here now, And they have three cars, three units are called up here. 3 units are called up here to basically, I guess, to make sure that everything is okay. As you can probably see, all you out there right now, you can probably see, it ain't, as my people gonna say, ain't no hullabaloo going on here. Ain't no hullabaloo out here. But you got 3 police officers right here. And see, that's what happened. Your politicians will weaponize the police against you. Heard what I just said? The people that you elect to office will call the police on you. If you elect them to office, should they not have your ear? Should you not be able to like get their ear? And should you not have you shouldn't have any issue with it. You should be able to have a conversation because they are your elected officials. So it has not ended. It has concluded. So I said, y'all, what you all might need to make sure you remember in November. And so, and that's what I should throw it out there too. Some of y'all about dignity and decorum. That our city council is about dignity and decorum. When it's going to bring you death, and it's been bringing you death right now. Dignity and decorum now brings the police out on us. Dignity and decorum. Dignity and decorum. Again, this is from our environment that we're in. It's so awful that black people can't even call a press conference without them having the police come up on them. Yeah, we about to sign out right now because everybody going. And in fact, I'm supposed to be going to Bluffton. I'm supposed to be going to Bluffton. So I'll be going to Bluffton, South Carolina for a re-election bid being done by a sister who's a councilwoman there who fights for the people. That's what we need. Who is selfless, not selfish. You don't get elected to office to make money off of the people. You go into office to take care of the people so that the people are able to elevate. You will elevate too. So we signing out right now. So again, dignity and decorum will bring you death. Dignity and decorum will bring you death. So we signing out right now. I guess it may come up on the news stations here, WTOC, SAV, and Savannah Morning News. It may come up, and you may be able to read about it. But we know they try to sometimes shut down our information because there are agendas in place to make sure that we do not rise up to our proper place. Because again, it is shameful for you to be in a city that's a majority black population with a majority black city council, and the black folks here still treated as second-class citizens. For the police to be called, they have to come up here. That's again falls right in line with regard to being a second-class citizen in my own city. That I came to walk around here. That again, if you are my elected official, you should be able to talk to me without any problem. You should never feel threatened. You're threatened by the people, by the citizens. Oh, the citizens will speak the truth. That's what the threat is. Dignity and decorum. Dignity and decorum will bring you death. So all you Savannah State people, people who got money, who got wealth, people who middle income people, poor people who buy into propaganda. Guess what? When y'all talk about dignity and decorum, guess what? Or Georgia Southern people, SCAD people, Savannah Tech people, and y'all talk about dignity and decorum, you better understand it's bringing you death right now. And see, guess what? We were weaponized today. Right now today, the police call, all because we're having a press conference. And guess what? This time it's all good. But imagine what would happen to some of the other young brothers and sisters if they decide to do something like that. What would happen to them? Then y'all be talking about a tragedy in Savannah. But then tied to politicians in Savannah not understanding and having a love for self and love for their people. Peace and blessings. Signing out here. Remember in November. Better remember in November.
AbbVie can help you save. If you've been injured, Morgan scheme is free. You don't win your case.
Okay. So what we're going to do is Jamar's away on assignment, and I'm sitting in for him for a minute. And that was earlier today, and all these things happened. We just got notice that Mark Massey, the city clerk of Savannah, the city council clerk of Savannah, has denied the complaint that was filed by Pastor Smalls. He has denied the complaint on Dietrich Leggett. We will get into this more in depth on the next show in the next hour on the Rabble. But y'all share, because see, this is the corrupt stuff that I'm talking about that's in Van Johnson's administration. Mark Massey told Pastor Smalls in his denial of Pastor Smalls' complaint, one, that the person who files the complaint has to live in the district. First of all, the law is being broken, Mr. Massey, and there is a complaint. So even if now it is incumbent upon you to look at that complaint, even if the person who filed does not live there, the law is being broken on your watch, Mark Massey. And you need to understand that. Second, he said that it was not done in a timely fashion, that it should have been done within the first 14 days after qualifying. So therefore, you're telling the whole public, Mark Massey, that according to the rules, a person can continue to break the law. That's what you're telling everybody, Mark Massey. And somebody please share this with Mark Massey, because you next. You are next. You cannot get away with covering for these people. Do your job. And we know that you're not doing your job because you tried to provide coverage. We already know that from the past. But anyway, we're going to see where this goes because we got other options. Pastor Smalls can, the complaint doesn't have to, that's when you file with the city. The complaint has to come from there. But I believe that a citizen can go to the DA's office because a crime has been committed. I believe that a citizen can go to the Secretary of State's office because a crime has been committed. And there are rules that everybody must abide by. Don't go to jail for Dietrich Leggett like Donald Trump people going to jail for him. Don't lose your job, Mark Massey, over trying to provide cover for Dietrich Leggett. We know he don't live there. He knows he don't live there. And I'm going to show you the video. Watch this video, 1 minute and 48 seconds. See, I interviewed the person who lives in the house right before they got to the people. See, they didn't think that we were going that far. They didn't know that we've been watching him since April, knowing that he lives at 506 Vincent Avenue in subsidized housing over there with his wife. They didn't know that we knew this. They didn't know that we got plenty of pictures and evidence and videos of him parking every night at his house on 506 Vincent Street in the back. They didn't know that we had all this, but we got it. And the reporters, stop giving these people cover. We want you to provide coverage to the people of Savannah, of Chatham County, of anywhere that you have jurisdiction over. Provide coverage, not cover. Now, y'all watch this video because this is the other video, which Mark Massey said yesterday. He just told the pastor he need proof. He didn't tell him anything about he was outside the line, the deadline. He didn't, for his complaint. He didn't tell him anything about he had to be a resident of that district. He's a citizen of Savannah bringing a complaint about something being done illegally, and you're going to tell him that it has to keep going on because of some two policies that you have in place. No, you cannot continue to break the law because of a policy. The law is being broken. So you say you live here with three other people. And they're all students.
Yeah, we're all just renting.
And nobody lives here by the name of Dietrich Leggett.
No.
And Dietrich Leggett's family owns the house, but he's using his name as the person who.
That I have no.
Oh, yeah, that's what he's using. He's using this address to run for office, and that's a crime. And so you live here with three other students.
Yeah.
All y'all are SCAD students or something?
I know that two other people are SCAD students. I'm not sure about the last.
Okay. Two other students are SCAD students. You a SCAD student? So three of y'all are SCAD students. The other guy's a student. All y'all live here.
Yeah.
And Dietrich does not live here and has not lived here. How long y'all been living here?
I've been here for like 2 weeks now, 2.5 weeks, because school just started.
Okay, and you know how long the other guy's been here?
Oh, no.
And Shannon Leggett owns the house? Okay, whoever that is, a sister or somebody, she owns the houses in Shannon Leggett?
I think so.
Okay. So the water bill and all, y'all pay your own water bill and everything?
We pay a set rent. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's how they get around it. Y'all pay a set rent. He leaves the water bill in his name, and he pays the water bill. That's probably how he's doing it. Okay. I got it. I got you. I appreciate your information. I don't want to put you on film, but I'm sure that somebody will be probably trying to contact whoever lives here to find out whether Dietrich Leggett actually lives in this house. He does not live in this house, and we all know it because we've been following him forever now. All right, thank you.
All just students.
And they're all students.
Yeah, we're all just renting.
And nobody lives here by the name of Dietrich Leggett.
No.
And Dietrich Leggett's family owns the house, but he's
Yeah.
using his name as the person who.
That I have no.
Oh, yeah, that's what he's using. He's using this address to run for office, and that's a crime. And so you live here with 3 other students.
Yeah.
All y'all are SCAD students or something?
I think I know that. I know that. Two other people are SCAD students. I'm not sure about the last.
Okay. 2 other students are SCAD students. You a SCAD student? So 3 of y'all are SCAD students. The other guy's a student. All y'all live here.
Yeah.
And Dietrich does not live here and has not lived here. How long y'all been living here?
I've been here for like 2 weeks now, 3.5 weeks, because school just started.
Okay. And you know how long the other guy's been here?
No, I
And Shannon Leggett owns the house? Okay, whoever that is, his sister or somebody. She owns the houses in Shannon Leggett?
think so.
Okay. So the water bill and all, y'all pay your own water bill and everything.
We pay a set rent. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's how they get around it. Y'all pay a set rent. He leaves the water bill in his name, and he pays it, the water bill. That's probably how he's doing it. Okay. I got it. I got you. I appreciate your information. I don't want to put you on film, but I'm sure that somebody will be probably trying to contact whoever lives here to find out whether Dietrich Leggett actually lives in this house. He does not live in this house, and we all know it because we've been following him forever now. All right. Thank you. Okay, there you have it. There you have it. I just played that twice so everybody can hear it and you can see it twice. So you saw what the student who lives there. It's one house. Dietrich don't live there. He'll probably be going there from now on, sleeping on the couch until the election. Or they'll probably kick those students out because now he's in jeopardy of telling that lie. He is in jeopardy, so they will kick those students out and he move in. I don't know whether that would be legal or not. I don't know whether he's lied for the last 3 or 4 years that he's been on council. I don't know what the ramification is. I don't care. I'm not trying to put Dietrich Leggett in jail. I don't care anything about Dietrich Leggett going to jail. I don't want to see another black man in jail. What I care about is that Dietrich Leggett resigned. What I care about is that Dietrich Leggett admits that he's been lying the whole time. He's not going to do it. He's only going to dig a bigger grave for himself. But Mark Massey, you have a job to do also. Now that you know that there's nothing precluding you from knowing that there's a problem, knowing that there's an issue for you to bring it up. Or we'll have somebody from the 2nd district refile that complaint with you. Then you tell them that there's something wrong. If you want to be in collusion with him, then do what you want, my brother. Do what you want. But that's the problem. Don't go to jail for Dietrich Leggett or for Van Johnson. And let me get to these comments before we click off of here. We got a show at 7 o'clock. We'll be covering everything a little bit more with that also. Let me see. Y'all just remember in November. Let me see. Dr. Jones said, people check the public records and get information that you do not know about. You can ask for the records on all the representatives of council. And I don't know why my computer is so slow. Check it out before November and vote. Hey, nurse Anissa, Ms. Barnwell. Hey, David Banner. Yeah, you're right about that, Ms. Lynn. Some people don't want change. So that makes no sense. Why must you live in the district of the complaint. I have no, I don't know. That's just something that they're doing to complicate things, that you got to live in the district to bring the complaint. What in the fresh hair? All right. But y'all saw the video. Everybody saw the video. So you saw what it is. We broke that here on Our Black Media First. We've been doing some investigative reporting. We're going to bring you, we see the mainstream white media is going to fluff it. I warned them today not to give cover to him, but to give coverage to the people. That's a Keisha Gibson Carter saying, and I'm using it. But what I'm saying is that this is not black on black crime. Crime period is just crime. Nothing black on black. Ain't nothing. He did it to the black citizens of Savannah, if that's what you're trying to say, Varanza, whoever you are. But anyway, what district does he live in? He lives in the 3rd district, not the 2nd, for which he holds a seat for. The law says that you must live in the district. If you got to file, if the person that has to file a complaint must live in the district, then his ass need to live in the district too. Mark Massey. Some people are doing undercover investigations on folk. Everybody got secrets. Be careful. People are watching more than just district. Too much mess. Girl, ain't nobody care about no mess. Everybody watching everybody. Ain't nobody perfect. I'm not perfect. You find something on me, then tell it. I don't give a damn. This is the news. Go tell that to the mainstream white media, Terry. As Savannah turns. And last one. Does Todd Rose live in the 3rd or the 5th district? Oh, so I guess it's okay for you to say something about it. Talk to Todd Rose about that. I don't know. You got to talk to Todd Rose. Anyway, to all 1,605 people watching, we appreciate y'all watching. We got what? 870 on my page, 743 on our YouTube channel. Okay. Anyway, y'all share. We need some answers. We need to see whether the DA's office is going to get involved. We need to see whether the Secretary of State's office is going to get involved. We need to see whether the Chatham County Board of Elections is going to get involved. Those complaints will be filed. I'm sure that Pastor Smalls will get those complaints filed. We report the news here. Y'all can say what you want to say about anything that we're doing here. We provide a service that nobody else is providing. We are doing. We have our own Roku TV station, our own Roku TV channel, rather. We have 3 magazines: Port City Review. We have Hello Savannah. We just started Hello Atlanta last month, and we are starting Hello Jacksonville in a few months. We have 20 plus shows on this platform, this being one of them. And in early October, which is in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we hope to start our radio station. So we'll have everything covered. So you'll be getting information from Our Black Media the way that you should get it. It's going to be coverage. I don't want people to think that we're here for any personal reasons. And if it's personal, then it needs to be the truth. You don't have a problem with the truth, I hope. If it's personal, it needs to be the truth. And so what we're giving you is the truth. And you can go and investigate it. If y'all think it's all right for that person to lie, then y'all think it's all right for everybody that got to rob the bank to go rob the bank. Hell, the crime is on the book. If the law is on the book, it needs to be abided. I did 21 years for a crime. He ain't let me go. Ain't nothing personal with Dietrich. Dietrich was my boy till he got in office and lied. Dietrich was my boy. Dietrich called me every night complaining about Van. Now they brainwashed him and they don't like him because he's dumb. They already know that. They don't like him. He only have a mouth. He can't talk. He can't articulate a message. They all know that. We got a bunch of them around here that's just running on popularity. But that's about the end for a whole bunch of them. So anyway, I hope Jamal don't sanction me for saying all these things on his show. But anyway, our show coming up in about 15, 20 minutes. Tell That has Jamar is on assignment in South Carolina, covering an event over there. And y'all share. Let us know what y'all think. We got 4 more comments. I'm going to read them before we leave. We got Terry chiming in again. He holds the seat now. Correct. That's correct. Let me see what Terry said. My computer is slow. I don't know why. I might need to rebut it. Stop cussing me, Mr. Julius. I'm just engaging in the conversation. Thank you, sir. No, Terry, you're not engaging. You were defending him. I don't care whether you're defending him. It's not that. This is Terry. What else is on here? Let's get everyone involved. We need answers. That is absolutely correct, Ms. Lynn. He dumb. Oh yeah, he ain't real smart. And the last one is from Ms. Lynn again. How can we get the magazines? You can get the magazines you can read them for free right now at atrmediagroup.com. atrmediagroup.com. You can go on there and watch and read all the magazines for free right now. In the next, before the first of the year, we hope to have it a subscription rate for about $149 a month, $1.49, not $149, $1.49 a month. Yeah, I know you do, Terry. You my girl still though. Love you. But right is right. Whatever we're saying here, we did since April about 6 months worth of investigation on this. We followed and we watched the house. We watched where he was going. He not one time stayed in that house. Not one night. The neighbor across the street say he's never lived there. Not even when his father lived there. And he's been living there 30 years. So what part of this the people don't understand? We're trying to bring the truth out. That's all it is. We're bringing the truth out. And that's it. At the end of the day, it is what it is. And like I say, everybody got skeletons in their closet. I might drink too much. I might drink too much water. I don't know. Y'all might not like that. I might suck up too much air. Y'all might not like that either. But everybody got skeletons. So find them and dig them out. Follow me. Hell, I don't care. You'd be bored all day if you follow me. Follow me. I'm in from here to Atlanta to Jacksonville. Follow me. I'm doing it all. Whatever I'm doing, I'm doing. So anyway, you can get everything that we do. We on Roku TV. You can go to Our Black Media on Roku TV. If you're on the Roku TV, go to Our Black Media and make us one of your channels. You can get us our magazines, atrmediagroup.com, and read all our magazines. You can watch all our shows. The next one comes on in 15 minutes. The Rabble. You want to be in here for that one too, Terry. And Ms. Lynn said, I talk too much. Ain't nobody else here. Watch the next show. I hardly talk. I might talk tonight, but I hardly talk. I try to get everybody else to flow because I talk too much already. And be quiet, Miss Lynn. And love you too. And you and Terry. Both of y'all getting on me tonight. I ain't done nothing. I'm only exploding. This is the news. We bring the news. We're gonna have a weekly newscast up here for you. Well, a nightly newscast up here for you after a while in the studio. So we getting it all together. And Hot 2100 Savannah. Hot 2100 Savannah. That'll be our digital radio station. We'll be in downtown Savannah. Y'all get ready. We're coming. Like Dion say, we here. We here. We ain't coming. We here. All right. All right. All right. See you on the Rabble, Terry. And appreciate all y'all watching. It's done dropped down to 1,458 people. We appreciate you watching, and y'all share. We want to thank our sponsors from One Price Cleaners in Garden City, at the Farmers Market, And we want to thank Davis Bozeman Law Firm, the firm that gets you great results. They're in Statesboro, Atlanta, and Savannah. But please, if you can, call this law firm if you need legal assistance, and if you need clothes dried or dry clean. One Price Dry Cleaners in Garden City at the Farmers Market. They are there to serve you. I got 2 more comments and I'm out of here. Miss Frederick said, and Belinda Brad say greatness, and Miss Lynn said Hot 2100 Savannah. We appreciate everybody watching. We appreciate everybody. Share. We're, like I said, we're coming. We're doing everything that we can to be the news media that you can count on, fair and accurate. We don't make them accusations without backing it up. We don't say things without knowing what we're saying. Well, some of us do, but I'll put the disclaimer on them. So anyway, good night, everybody, and thank you for watching. And we'll see you in a few minutes, in about 15 minutes on the Rabble, as soon as I can get this thing to log out. Okay. All right. Good night.
I like that.